Hey everybody, welcome back to my replay of Dark Souls 3. Last time, we began the game, went through High Wall of Lothric, and defeated Vort, who I've always seen as Got from Majora's Mask, but wearing a bunch of blue armor and swinging a club at you. I don't know, they both look very similar, both Got and Vort. I'll have to show pictures of them on screen, making an exception to my usual no editing rule to see if you agree. Anyway, this time we have that whole world down there to get to. But first, I have a score to settle. A certain knight in shining blue armor up over here, back earlier in the area, who I tried to kill and he ended up one-shotting me. I'm gonna get him back so good, he's not gonna know what hit him. Yeah, I'll kill him so quick he won't even realize it's a club I'm hitting him with. That's my logic there. Ooh, nice damage. You know, it's not that nice. Why is it that, why is it that the enemies can always get heals off perfectly, yet when I try to get a heal off 9 times out of 10, I just get hit immediately and the heal is canceled? It's ridiculous, man. I know that I get successful heals more often than I don't. I'm just complaining out loud. It seems like anytime the enemies heal, oh, it's perfect for them. It goes perfectly. They heal up, you might hit them, but the heal isn't canceled because they get to win. And you don't. And then when you get healed, the enemy's immediately like, ooh, super long poke attack, and then you get stunned out of it. It's so annoying. Anyway. I don't remember what the best route to take to this guy is. Probably isn't this. Oh man, I should have attacked there. I could have. Could have, should have, would have. Actually, does the longsword do better? Do I have the longsword equipped? I do. Let's try this. Okay, it might, because I did 53 damage just then. That's still only a little better. It does at least have the square off skill. That could be nice. That's what it's called in this game, right? No, it's called stance. Never mind. Square off is Elden Ring. Sorry, I'm getting the two games mixed up. Not my fault. They basically made Dark Souls 3 open world with that game. All right, over here, it's this guy, and I took no damage getting to him. We've got this. Look, he's got my souls. He's guarding my souls. At least he kept them safe for me, made sure no one would steal them, because they're his. Okay, I have an extra Estus Slash to use against him, and now... Bam! 72! Did I try using that skill on him last time and it did that little as well? Okay, well, it seems like he gets staggered all the same. Okay. See, like, it's kind of hard for me to remember Lothric Knight movesets because it feels like they have a lot of attacks. Their level of attacking is comparable to some bosses, honestly. They could pass for an early game boss, honestly. I think you could have made one of these guys the boss of this level. Or the boss of the Cemetery of Ash. But Udex Gundyr is a much more interesting encounter. Alright, I'm happy with that. That is good revenge taken. Why can't I? Oh, because I have 0. I was about to say, why can't I use a Homeward Bone? Kind of worried because there is a reason why you can't use Homeward Bones sometimes. Sometimes your Homeward Bones will gray out in your inventory, and there is a reason for that I'll probably go over later. Either way, I have to make my May? Yes, I have to make my May manually back to Firelink Shrine to level up before we climb down the wall. The high wall. Sprinting, spronting. This next area, the area after this door here, is when the game really starts to pick up in terms of item variety. I was about to make the same exact pickup pun that I made at the end of last time. I suppose I could make it again. I mean, what's the chances you watched all the way through the last video, right? I mean, the chances are, for me, higher than average, it seems, because I have a surprising number of watch hours on my main channel. Not on this channel, of course, because, you know... people barely watch my main channel. Why would they watch this channel as well? Let's do endurance. Okay, so I know I said last time that I was not going to go for strength, but one of my plans for this playthrough was to equip and use a weapon you get a lot later on that does probably need strength, so I will probably have to start leveling that soon. I'll level intelligence first. I'll even... Okay, you know what? No, something else deserves a point. Attunement, there we go. We'll level all of these. I know I could probably start, like, dumping a bunch of points at once into one of these stats, but I don't want to. I'd rather do it one at a time, just to be safe, just to be sure I don't use up too many souls or whatever my reasoning is, just so I can get the benefits of all of them equally. There's the true reason, because I'm not worried about spending too many souls. Like, that's the whole point of leveling up, is that you're spending your souls. Alright, here we go. Now let me finally show you what this message says. Peer over the cliff and hold up the banner. I hope the wait was worth it. Now let's go. I just have to look at this view again. It's beautiful. Hey, those torches are lit this time. When I played this game another time, those flames at the top failed to load for some reason. At least they're here now. That's cool. Lothric's idea of public transportation is quite interesting, to say the least. Alright, down here we are in the Undead Settlement. Those guys, those gargoyle demon things that picked us up, those are the same things that take you to the big city of Anor Londo in Lordran in the first Dark Souls. So it's kind of a callback to that. And that is something about Dark Souls 3. There are a lot of callbacks to Dark Souls 1. But while other people will call it shameless nostalgia bait, that actually annoys some people, I call it fine, because this is a sequel. It's in the Dark Souls series. Of course there are going to be callbacks, right? I mean, you know, some of them can be a little strange, but I guess I'll talk more about that in detail as we go. Anything up here? No. Alright, no items off that edge. I am going to be super, like, pedantic about collecting every single item possible in every area. If I'm like, I must walk through every single corner and see if there's an item inside of it, and if there isn't, then I will be sad. Or whatever. Or if there was and I missed it, then I'll be sad. If there isn't an item somewhere, I won't be sad. I'll be glad that I don't have to spend all the time going over there. Sometimes there may even be... I don't know where I'm going with this. You know what? Let's just fight these dogs. There we go. Nice damage against the dogs. Alright, so we have dogs and we also have you guys. You guys are quite a bit more passive than the other hollows were. Yeah, you don't even care about me, so I'm gonna leave you alive. When they get killed, they make that loud screaming noise. That's what we heard just a bit ago. Now, I want to say behind this cart... Indeed, there are 2 more dogs. I'm actually surprised I'm not, like, hating them as much. I guess I've gotten more patient with them. I've actually gotten better at these games as a whole. Except for Dark Souls 1. I'm still god-awful at Dark Souls 1 because the controls are terrible. Anyway, playing Dark Souls 3. Hold on, let me pause my Dark Souls 1 rants. Save them for another day. Save them for our rainy day, perhaps. The next time it rains, I'm going to start working on a Dark Souls 1 video for the main channel. There we go, 2 homeward bones to replace our old ones. Alright, pretty cool. So I like how those items over there show up, because I didn't get into this fact for a long time in my first Dark Souls 3 playthrough, but I may as well do it here, because I'm already talking about it. Those 2 items there, those are not accessible in this map, in this area, in the Undead Settlement. Those are in a completely different area of the world. And what's weird is the way the game's loading maps works is that, like, you know, that other area where those items truly are, which is not here, obviously, that is a completely separate map that isn't loaded right now. So really, we should not be seeing those 2 items under normal circumstances. But the developers went out of their way to place those 2 items to make it clear that there is stuff over there. And it shows a nice consideration for the world layout of the game that you wouldn't expect from a game as linear as this compared to the previous Dark Souls anyway. That is the area with those 3 torches we saw from up above. I wonder what's going to be down there.
Grant me death, undo my shackles.
Am I the only one that finds something strangely cute about that guy being the one moving pilgrim among all the corpses? I should not find that cute, but I just do. I can't help it.
Oh. Oh, then it's true. A champion of Ash as I live and breathe. To be in your presence is a great honor. I am Yol of Londor, a pilgrim, as you can see, only somehow I failed to die as was ordained. Well, perhaps my calling lies elsewhere. Say, champion of Ash, how does the idea of taking me into your service strike you? I was once a sorcerer. Surely I can be of use.
Sorceries? Sure.
Oh, I am honored, truly. I should be dead, yet you have granted me purpose anew. I, Yol of Londor, do solemnly swear myself to you.
You just met me. Are you sure you want to make a swearing that big? I don't know. What are those called? Like a sworn, a promise, a pact, a contract, settle. There's like a million words for it. But yeah, like you just met me. You have no idea who I am. Are you sure? Maybe just because I came over and talked to you, that was enough for you? That's the kind of state this world is in. That corpse looks like he has the head of a dog. It's very strange looking. Anyway, I guess you're the new gatekeeper. You're the new guard. Good luck. Hopefully no more dogs try to attack the Undead Settlement. So we open this up. Apparently those dogs were sent in by this guy. Because, like, he shuts the gate and lets the dogs through after the dogs go through. So yeah, very strange. This guy's a new enemy. He is a hollow worker, a farmer of some kind. They attack slightly differently than the hollows up in High Wall of Lothric, but they have one main difference, and that is that rolling into them will stagger them every time. So if you just do that, they basically can't attack you. Now, of course, remembering to do that is hard. Up there at the top of that tower, we can see a giant with a bow shooting at something. Wonder if that's going to become relevant later. And then over there, you can see very low detailed environments that we may or may not be exploring at some point. And hopefully, they'll become higher detailed environments once we enter them. That's kind of how games work and all. Look at me not doing the strategy I recommended. See, look at this. Just roll into them. They stop their attacks. They're about to attack? No, they're not. It's really funny. And I kicked him. First I headbutt him twice in the row, and then I kick him. That guy's had the worst day. And then I kill him afterwards, not even mentioning that. That is a very extravagant building. It's like a tower and a church duplex thing. Alright, a little shrub in the ground. I think there's another worker here. No, they came out of this door. There was, but they came out of this door and made their way all the way over. Okay, in here we should also be seeing a new enemy. And a new item, a small leather shield. That's a parrying shield. It's best at doing that. I don't feel like reading the description because from what I remember, a lot of the early game equipment and weapons you can find don't have very interesting things to say, so I won't bother. I don't know what this is about, what these, like, weird tree growths out of this person's head is about, but they're there. Maybe, this town was doing some weird things to people? I don't know. Or, okay, wait, I actually have an idea of it now, but I'll save my idea. If I remember to mention it later, I'll save it for a certain later thing in this area. You'll see. I just barely don't kill you in 2 hits. That is really annoying. Repair powder, completely useless. That might honestly be, like, top 5 most useless Dark Souls 3 items. Because you will never break anything in this game. So I dislodged that item for later. I'll be picking it up down below. We still have this building to search, though. Hello! Alright, this is a new enemy. This is a thrall. I personally prefer to call them hat guys. They jump around all over the place and try to hit you with their little axes. If you're far away from them, they can blow darts at you, and that's about it. Okay. That's right. Being attacked by something prevents you from attacking yourself? That is good information to know. Hey, you over there. You heard a soul arrow? You heard a soul arrow? Are you that barely... I swear, this happens all the time to me in Dark Souls 3, where the enemies are barely left on with a tiny sliver of health. All I need to do is go over and, like, smack them and they'll die. So annoying. Even happens with bosses, too, all the time. Alright, those are charcoal pine bundles, as you could clearly see by the name. I didn't need to explain. This item I just picked up is what it's called. No. What they do is you rub them against a normal weapon, a weapon that does only physical damage, to make them deal fire damage for a time. They're like the gold pine resins, except they are bundles. They actually have their fire effect doesn't last nearly as long than the resins do. This is a much more important item. It's not a key item. Where does it go? Oh. Wait, you mean I can use it? No, I can't use it. Then what does it do? Why is it in tools? Anyway, Loretta's bone. Old discolored human bone with several holes bored into it. A woman's corpse in the Undead Settlement was found clutching this bone. Her name was Loretta. Grey Rat was mentioning someone named Loretta who he wanted us to give a ring to. Seems we were too late. Sorry, Grey Rat, it was hard getting out of Undead Settlement. What can I say? I should have... Okay, I need firebombs. That's what I need here. Because if you use firebombs here, these barrels are explosive, and they will be very, very helpful in getting these guys cleared out of our way. So let's do that. How about that? Let's do that. How about that? Yes, indeed. English. Whoa! That was the best idea I've ever had. We are doing that again. You. Oh my god, the way they're like flung so far, I love it. I love that thing in games when the enemies ragdoll and they fly super far away. It's one of my favorite things about Half-Life 2. I absolutely love it. Okay, so we have a big enemy there in the center, a witch-looking lady, and they're pretty hard from what I remember, but I should be able to kill them. She's coming closer to me. She's just gonna cast a spell. That's a grab attack, but if I get far enough away, that should be no problem. From far away, she shoots this. It homes in on you, and you will probably have to dodge past it or run around it like that. That works too. She's throwing another one, and then up close, her melee attacks are freaking deadly. They come out fast and they hit hard. Okay, this is a grab. Perfect. Charge! Alright, something I have heard about Dark Souls 3 is that a lot of your other options for attacking aside from melee tend to be a lot weaker than in previous games, and in following games, because Elden Ring basically like rebuffed sorceries and magic all over again. Like, I have heard kind of bad things about sorcery in this game, that they're not really that good compared to melee, and so most people just stick to spamming dodge and spamming right bumper attacks because, well, it's easy, and it's effective, and it's the thing that helps the most, so yeah, there's not much reason to do anything else, but I'll be putting that to the test in this playthrough. And by that, I mean that I will continue to spam B and spam right bumper, and not actually do anything else, and say that I've concluded that Dark Souls 3 combat is fun. Because I just have a feeling I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna draw that conclusion. Alright, in all honesty, between this way and that way, I want to go this way first. We got an Estus shard, so at some point I'll return to Firelink Shrine and put that in, or put that in with Andre so we can upgrade our flask again. I probably won't be waiting until the end of an area to do that like I was with my main playthrough. I might just go upgrade that whenever I feel like, hey, that box is not supposed to be there, is it? Yeah, I want to start over here because there's a certain secret area that, you can access over here that's a little out of the way to do normally, so I think I'll just get it out of the way first thing. Okay, hi. Hey! Look at me not following my own advice once again! Not dodging into them to interrupt their attack! And then following with a strong boy attack. Rubbish! Rubbish is the #1 most useless item in Dark Souls 3 because that's the entire point, is that it does nothing for you at all. Hat guy in this room. Alright, how about this? That was actually pretty good, not gonna lie. I liked that attack. Can I do that again? Costs a lot of FP, and I somehow missed it that time. Oh, I hate that attack so much. It's so hard to tell when they're about to lay the smackdown. Lay the smackdown. I don't even know where I picked up that phrase. Just some YouTuber said it, and so now I'm saying it too. It is weird how much YouTube kind of raised me in my, like, speech patterns and personality. Honestly, like, YouTubers were such a big influence on me. Speaking of these boxes that are misaligned, and that one is inside the others when it shouldn't be, you can go past them. And this is the secret area I was just talking about. So yeah, I think we'll start over here first thing. Okay, being shot at. All right, let's get Soul Arrow out. This is the perfect time to use it. Hey, did it light up the Soul Arrow thing as I switched to staff? Okay, that's pretty thoughtful if that's the case. I'm gonna die. Yep, I just didn't even try to dodge that last... Hey, at least I somehow took him down with me. So that's nice. Alright, we can ignore all those enemies this time. We'll just go directly over there. We'll have to kill some of these guys, I think, but that's it. Now that I'm unembered, I can use an ember to heal myself, which is an advantage I was sorely missing in that battle there, because I already had an ember. I kind of wish you could use more embers to heal yourself, like the humanities in Dark Souls 1. But sadly, no, you cannot. Okay. I think this guy will become a problem if I let him go, so I won't let him go. I'll strong attack him to death. There we go. There's no real reason to strong attack. I just like seeing the higher damage numbers. That's it. Okay, yeah, this sword is pretty fun. I think I was still using the club here in my main playthrough, but yeah, the sword is certainly a lot more fun for me right now. Okay. Back we go. You two are the only ones. Do I have bond? Yeah, I do. Okay, good. Dude, really? He, like, predicted my movement. Either that or the fire bombs will actually change their trajectory mid-air. Because projectiles do that in Dark Souls games, even all the way back in Dark Souls 1. Projectiles do slightly track you. They do home in on you and can change their trajectory to catch you when you think you're safe. A little weird, but it's fine. Okay, so if I strafe a lot and time my spell casts effectively, then I can survive more easily. And all that other stuff. Okay, so there's one down. There's a bunch here, though. There's you. I think even a third one on top of that. Those start to do a lot. Yeah, there is a third one. I just ran around him. Oh my god, that was fun. Okay, now me moving with that melee swipe should get me out of the way of their projectiles, and it did. Fading soul, great, thanks. Ah. Okay, now, dodge, move. Awesome. You better not start like a big 4-hit combo I know you guys like to do. Do not even think about it. Okay, you know, I'm okay with that. If you feel like throwing yourself off the roof, then that's all right with me. Where are you right now? Oh, you're there. Okay. Well, I can land there in a bit. Oh, right. That thing. Let me get these homeward bones, and then I'm gonna drop here. Kill this guy, and then I'm gonna show off something that I actually neglected to in my original playthrough, mostly because I didn't know it existed. Let me, hold on. Cast. No, cast. Dude, he's being blown back with every hit, and now he's out of lock-on range, and now I have to free aim it. Sometimes this game just does not hit. It just doesn't. Does not hit right. He's gonna be... Okay, roofs. Here we go. Oh my god, I can just go over and walk over. I didn't know I could walk over to him the whole time. Man, if only I knew that. Okay. 6 firebombs, cool. I've been, like, stopping my sentences all the time in this video, but don't worry, this is my second channel. I'm allowing it. My main channel, this would not fly. This would not pass, or something, I don't know. Yeah, so I ended up killing this thing instantly because I thought it was an enemy, because you can encounter this thing as an enemy elsewhere. But no, this one is friendly, and you can talk to it.
Another Nana disappeared. Sir Granton carries a cage. He ever has his cage. And Nana's never coming back. So come into the cage and become Nana's shade.
That might just be the strangest worded hint. There we go. That's what I should have said in the first place, that I have ever heard. But yes, that is supposed to be a hint, believe it or not. If you could at all understand what the fuck they're talking about. Notice how that guy has a cage on his back? Yeah. So, anyway, we're gonna go down here. This guy is, once again, usually an enemy in other parts of this area, but here, no, this one's fine with you. This one's perfectly okay with you standing right next to him. And there's a particular reason for that. First, though, I'm gonna grab this item. Getting this one's kind of hard. I prefer not knocking it off, and I think the best way to do that is actually with throwing knives, which I should re-equip. There we go. Let's get those back in my hands. I don't think throwing knives will have much, deal much knockback to this thing, because I do not want to knock this thing off the edge. Why am I stuck? Game, do not. Thank you. No, okay, I scroll past them. Okay, now when it swings this way, throw. That didn't... Okay, so here's my question. Why can't I get the thing right now? It's right here in front of me. Why do I have to knock this down? Anyway. Nope, 1 second. I also struggled at knocking this thing down in my main channel playthrough. There we go. This gives you the Flame Stone Plate Ring. Stone Plate Rings will decrease, or increase rather. It'd be bad if they decreased your fire damage absorption. But yeah, they increase damage absorption of a particular kind depending on the ring, and this one is fire. We may as well equip it since we have nothing else. Now, allow me to examine your cage, sir. I must clean off its rust. I'm inside of it now. Managed to discover you can interact with the cage, and you end up here. In a dank underground cavern somewhere. Some kind of creaky thing, creaky noise from above. We saw this guy praying here at this strange-looking altar, and there's an item next to him. There's a war god wooden shield. Cool.
Well, what's happened? This pit is for hollows, not.
What's happened to your dialogue?
Or perhaps you are a hollow, posing as otherwise?
No, I'm not a hollow.
No, of course you're not. That's what you mad fools always say. But we'll all be mad soon enough. And should you be undead, well, all the more so.
Does that mean you suspect I'm a hollow? Probably.
Beware, the shackles of the gods are fragile. You might need this. Etch it on your heart if you feel your sanity slipping.
The Mound Makers. This is a covenant.
Come here to pile up your victims, for that will form your anchor. You'll see when you go mad. They'll be your family.
Very Resident Evil 7. I see you have quite the family over here.
You'll go mad one day, but not today. Take my advice. Use this bone and leave this place. This pit is for hollows, and for the occasional madman fond of piling up victims. You've better things to do, I'd hope.
Much better things to do. So yeah, here is our first Covenant altar. So the Covenants are like an online feature where they're the main incentive to play the multiplayer mechanics, and by playing the multiplayer, doing whatever service your Covenant wants you to do for them, you'll get an item as a reward, and then you can bring that item back to the Covenant altar to get further rewards for it. So like, you know, if you offer enough items, in this case, vertebra shackles, offer enough of these, and you will get further rewards. Like, there's some special unique items you can only get from these Covenants. That's the basic description of them. What each Covenant wants you to do depends on the Covenant. This one wants you to kill people. That's fun. You can kill people if you want to with these guys. Otherwise, though, let's just Homeward Bone out of here. I mean, no matter if you're interested in the Covenant or not, you do want to Homeward Bone out of here because there's no other way out of there. There's no bonfires in there, so you can't travel out, and we can't climb the walls. This ain't Breath of the Wild. You there. Alright. I think Yoel of Londor is in here somewhere, the pilgrim we talked to on the bridge, but I'll wait to talk to him. Let me boost up my dexterity a little bit. Oh, I can still level up. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to being able to level up. Let's do Vigor.
Farewell.
It's a basic, boring one, but of course I'm going to be doing it. Can I buy anything special from you? There is something I would like to get, actually, before progressing too far, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it. Okay, not this. There's a key like it I think you sell. Oh god, where do I get that? I'm not sure. I'll buy this talisman, though, because I don't think I have one of these yet, and these are used to cast miracles. You never know. I might decide to cast a miracle one day. Might. Then I'll buy 2 of these, and I'll go.
Ashen.
Yeah, so there's a key that's used somewhere in Undead Settlement that she can sell you, but only if you find an Umbral Ash in the area. And I can't remember where that is at the moment. I'll start to just go in a direction, and we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do from there. The Thrallhood. Okay. Back here, I think I'm actually going to continue going down the path that I was going down, though I will not go to the secret area anymore, because we've exhausted the secret area. There is more to see in that direction of the Undead Settlement, however. Oh, hi. Okay, you just decided not to do anything. You just decided to sit there and let your friend die. I see how it is. Oh yeah, I think there's actually a shortcut, a hidden way to get through this room. If you look over here, yeah, these are breakable, and you can just go up the stairs, and, oh yeah, you can get this guy before he drops down next to you. I forgot about that. All right, nothing else to see up here, though. No special items or anything. Hey, it's more of you. So come on into the cage and become Nana's shade. There's a lot of stuff in Dark Souls games that are very memorable, if only for how weird they are. They're just so strange, something you would never expect anyone to say in their entire lives, that you can't help but remember it and quote it all the time. Kind of like the game opening with the line, "Yes, indeed." Like, why? Yes, indeed, what? I kind of like it. It's a nice way to open the game because it's so weird, and the story of this game, and these games in general, is very weird, so it's very fitting. This place, like, alright. I think Dark Souls 3 is a great looking game, but I don't know, I am so conflicted on this game's visuals. There are times when this game looks beautiful, and then there's a lot of times where this game looks muddy and crappy, and it's just like, I guess a lot of the indoor areas kind of look like that. Even then, there are some indoor areas that look good. But then there's views like this that are both at the same time. This is simultaneously beautiful and muddy and crappy to me. Especially on the screen I'm viewing it right now, which has the gamma turned way up. I think it's like lowered the refresh rate, and so that's why it looks this way to me. But yeah, everything's a lot brighter for me than it is for you. I think the game looks a lot better the way you guys are seeing it, and whatever freaking recording settings I have going on. I have no idea what's causing the videos to look like that, but they look like that. Oh, actually, you know, I was singing the praises of the skill attack, but it really doesn't do a lot more damage than the light attacks. That's what people mean when they're like, this game is just a bunch of spam B, spam right bumper, that's it. Or R1 for the PlayStation players. A lot of people call it R1. I'm not really sure why. I guess because... Oh, there's crows. I didn't look at them because this guy's distracting me. Anyway, I guess because this series has roots on the PlayStation with Demon Souls, and there's also Bloodborne, which is one of the most popular Dark Souls games. I think it was like the biggest one since Dark Souls 1 came out. And I don't even know if Dark Souls 1 was that big. It may have been like genuinely the most popular From Software game to have been released at that time. Sorry, you two, you were just caught in the crossfire. What can I say? So there are 3 guys throwing firebombs at you from up there. What I didn't know is instead of just running straight past them, you can drop down here, plunge attack this guy to death, roll into you, kick you, just to freaking kick you while you're up, because you weren't down, but still. I mean, he's a little down in the dumps right now, so I guess we really are kicking him while he's down. And anyway, yeah, down here is actually a bonfire, strangely enough. I think Undead Settlement is one of the areas where, yeah, I think there are a bit too many bonfires throughout it, because, like, there's a few shortcuts, but there really aren't that many. This place is like a giant donut in its level design, where there's this big pit in the center, and then the rest of the level is all outside of it, and you basically, like, cross it in a circle from one direction or another. And there's not a lot of shortcuts involved with it, and shortcuts are one of the coolest things in Dark Souls level design, usually, and this area kind of downplays them a little bit. Otherwise, though, I really like this area. I think it's well done. Again, the visuals kind of look muddy and crappy, and there's a lot of misalignments in the placement of objects, like this box should not be clipping into the wall, but otherwise, it's good. There we go. Oh, hey. I don't know why I'm saying, oh, hey, from him hitting me. It was pretty reasonable to expect that he would hit me there. Pow, pow. Math.pow, like that Java function. Hey, you're nice, aren't you? Let me pick this up. Hand axe, okay. Does that... Hold on, let me take a look at this before I talk to this guy. It's worse dex scaling. I think it's mainly strength, because it has a higher strength requirement, and it is overall worse than what I have. It's literally the same attack power, minus a little bit, because it's worse, it's scaling with dex, so never mind. I'm no longer interested.
Ah, unkindled, are we? Welcome to my abode. I am Cornix, an old pyromancer. A crow in his cage, as you see now. But here we are, an encounter for the ages. I hear the unkindled make for fine vessels. Care to learn some pyromancies from this old man?
I love how he has humor even imprisoned in a cage like this, like, welcome to my little abode.
Most wise. A chance encounter should not be squandered. To reiterate, I am Cornix of the Great Swamp. The pleasure is mine.
The pleasure's mine as well, I guess. So he's back in Firelink Shrine. I just remembered another character we might be meeting later in this area. There's a lot of things that open up in this area, as I've been saying. Aha, okay, so you're actually the first of this type of enemy we're fighting, and you've got a large bowl of cherries. Oh, and it smacks. It slaps. Oh, it definitely slaps, yep. How have I failed to dodge the first two attacks this guy ever does? You know, sometimes I need to just learn how to play this game already. Why am I going for charge attacks while he's rearing it up? Well, I was committing to the charge, assuming I would have time to let it out. Good thing I rested at this bonfire, though. I can actually get a plunge on him from over here, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, before I go, there is that body I can shoot down with throwing knives, or, well, not shoot down, but you know, throw down. You can use any other projectile in this. I'm pretty sure even Soul Arrow works, and you know what? Might even work better. Yeah, that works so much better. Okay, it's going down there with him, so I'll have to fight him to get it, but that's fine with me. Plunge! Eat it. The Partisan. For some reason, I read the name of that spear, and I always just think Parmesan cheese. That's the first thing that comes to mind. And it was the first thing that came to mind in my old playthrough. You know, it's funny. Whenever I look back at my old videos, I discover that I really haven't changed that much in the way of personality and what I choose to say. But what I have changed in is enthusiasm. I'm a lot more enthusiastic than I used to be. But, like, what I say and how I say it really has not changed much. Okay. I feel kind of compelled to go up there and kill those guys again, because they are back, but also... Okay, if they can't reach me over here, then we're fine. This guy's guarding an item. I'm just going to take it from him. Thank you. Fire Clutch Ring. So this is a ring I actually don't really want to put on. Raises fire attack, but compromises damage negation. So, or damage absorption, I mean. So your armor effects will be negated, especially the physical one. I think the physical one is the only one that decreases. Physical damage absorption is decreased in favor of boosting fire damage. Does it look like I'm doing fire damage right now? No, it does not. So yeah, we're not doing that. Okay, down this pathway. Got a bunch of you guys crying. They're basically free souls if you want them. I don't want them, so I'm good. Oh, hi. That was an interesting way to climb up that ledge. I'm not sure it was entirely without jank, but there you go. Why can't I switch? That's because I can't switch while falling, yet it still clicks the slot as if it did something when it didn't. Misleading UI. How could you? FromSoft. Also, I think you are allowed to change your armaments, your weapons, no matter what in Elden Ring. Am I wrong? Been a while since I played that game. Oh my god. Get Shrek'd, dog. No one says get Shrek'd anymore. I know, I'm just having fun, you know? Having fun saying weird statements. Weird phrases. Weird, outdated phrases. Pow. Pow. Some funny noises these guys are making. Okay, a transposing kiln lies within the belly. I was supposed to read this first. Great curse-ridden tree ahead. There we go. That's the first sentence. It's like the moment... I don't know if I've ever had this, but, like, have any of you ever, like, skipped ahead while reading something and realized that you've forgotten what the previous sentence was talking about, and you've forgotten the context, so you have to go back and reread a paragraph again? That's kind of like what I did there. Except that I didn't even try reading the first sentence. Pages. Like Cajun fries. Yeah, right? What was that? That was the strangest destruction of one of those things I've ever seen. Okay, so this area... I'll be honest, I don't think I want to tackle this yet. But also I do. There's something interesting to see afterwards. Ah, fuck it, we'll do it. I've already resigned myself to the fact that these videos aren't going to be any shorter than the main shit. What? Wait. You're telling me I'm alive? Wait, you're telling me I lived? Oh, yeah. There's supposed to be an evangelist patrolling up there, but she fell down, and now she's down here with me. Well, this is interesting. This is not how you're supposed to find this area. So apparently when you're in that falling animation, you're immune to fall damage. That is good to know. This guy always drops down with you. Oh god, he's got a saw blade now. I have to drink Estus. I did not know my health was that low because the game hid the health bar from me because I turned that setting on. Well, I thought I was dead there. I am not dead there. Should I take it? Should I just go? I don't know. I'm like debating. Do I want to go back and do it properly? Nah, we'll take it. Let's go. Let's do this. This is cool. I like this. I like this is happening. It's a weird little event in my playthrough. It makes it different, you know? I'll accept it. Even if it means there's NPC dialogue I'll be missing out on. That was my main concern with it, but I mean, now that we're here, it's too late. Yeah, you cleanse that bastard's curse. Owie. There we go. That book hits hard, man. What textbook is that? Is that calculus? Calculus textbooks would hit that hard. It's the power of all the math combining together. Hey, I got a flask back. Nice. Okay, so down here are some hidden catacombs, and ordinarily, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to use a key to open this. Okay, wait. Let me, like, reorient myself real quick. So that's the bridge. Which side is the side I came from? Oh, I fell off of this bridge. Okay, so there's the chapel. I think I want to go backwards so I can see this whole area. Because there is stuff up ahead. That's where this pathway eventually leads to. Actually, honestly, I hope I don't die doing this. I shouldn't die. I've played this game enough. I should be fine. Okay, wait. Oh, I was gonna say, you guys aren't actually coming to life? I know you exist. Come on out. More skeletons, or well, okay, these are our first time seeing skeletons, but they're cursed with some kind of tree thing. The same tree growths we saw in the corpse. Thanks, Dark Souls. I love it when that happens. Gonna use there we go. I used the strong attack there because the one-handed strong attacks of longswords stab forward, so I could avoid that next time. You see how that works? I was tactical. About as tactical as you can be in Dark Souls 3. Okay, well, you know fucking what? You know fucking what? Okay, this is what happens when I get greedy and I stop paying attention and I just spam buttons and hope I win. What happens is I almost die. After I said that I don't want to die. I am going to lose it. How? Another thing that happens to me all the time in Dark Souls 3 is enemies stalling the last hit for as long as possible. You know what? I'm embering. I'm embering. I just picked up human pine resin from him. That inflicts dark damage on your weapons. Cool. Let's kill you. Thankfully, this is not Elden Ring, so I don't have to remember to beat these guys after they're dead. Kick them while they're down. Oh, I hate that. Awesome, I staggered him out of that. Okay. No follow-ups? Yeah! Skeletons are so weird in how they attack, and, you know, as you could tell by the fact that I was constantly getting hit by them, sometimes they just start up these long combos that I have no idea I'm supposed to know they're coming. I just read the subtle cues in their face or whatever. Yeah, when they start to do this attack, their jawline drops by about 2 inches. I don't know. Some kind of bullshit that a Dark Souls 3 pro would make up to say it's perfectly fair. I'm sure it is perfectly fair. Like I said, this game is about pattern recognition. That is the main thing. So I'm just joking around. I don't actually think the skeletons are unfair. Not at all. So I got a halberd. I did somewhat use a halberd on one of my Dark Souls 3 playthroughs. I couldn't get too into it, though. Got a copy of a loincloth. We already had one of these because we started as a deprived, but now we have another one. This down here is a statue of Velka, the goddess of sin. What you can do here is absolution and dissolution are 2 different services where you can spend souls to either repair relationships with NPCs. What this means is if you attack an NPC, they will grow hostile, and they will remember that you attacked them, and they will always be hostile every time you see them from that point onwards. If you request absolution and pay a fee of souls, they will no longer be hostile to you. And that goes for every NPC as well. Dissolution involves a mechanic we haven't seen yet, and so I think I'm going to save it for later. This is the same way I explained this in my main channel playthrough. I'm going to be bringing that playthrough up all the freaking time. Hope it isn't too annoying. Okay, this is where I think you normally need a key. Yeah, you see there's rats out here. This is locked. So yeah, you normally need a key to unlock this, but I circumvented it. Because I'm just that darn cool. Yeah, I got hit on purpose by that enemy because I knew the falling animation gives you invincibility. Exactly. This is what I planned. You see? Okay, back out here. Ah, yes! I come back to you. Oh no, guys. This is really annoying to aim. Like, you have to use a projectile on it, and the only thing I have are these throwing knives. And, like, they're so hard to aim. Like, you can kind of aim them with the binoculars, but look at that! It's so bad, man. The aiming system in this game is so bad. I hate getting this item. There's simply no good way to do it. I really wish there was. Yeah, isn't so bad anymore, huh? Main channel me? So, for context, when I got to this point in my main channel playthrough, I was struggling trying to get this thing, the Blessed Shield or whatever we just got, because I thought that the only ranged attacks I had were the throwing knives, and throwing knives suck to free aim. They don't have any kind of special aiming mode. Forgetting that I had a bow from High Wall of Lothric that I could have used, because that has a dedicated aiming mode. Yeah, I was a big dum-dum. Got a lot of rats in here. Oh, no. Okay, yeah. So these are diseased rats. These appear in every From Software game, and Dark Souls 3 is no exception. They're really good at stun-locking you in corners. Aside from that, I mean, yeah, they take a lot of damage from your attacks. They're not too bad, especially these ones. These ones aren't doing very much damage. But if they add up, and if they corner you somewhere, they can be vicious. Saint's Talisman. Okay, I didn't need to buy that first talisman, I guess. Unless this one needs... Yes, this one does need more faith to use, as I can see by that red X. I do not have enough faith. I do not have enough faith in the well-being of this world to do that. Okay. Hello there.
Who is there? Is someone there? Anyone? Oh, please. Whoever you are, touch me. The dark surrounds me, nibbles at my flesh. Little creatures, they never stop biting. So please, hold out your hand and touch me.
How is touching you gonna help save you from that? That seems like it requires a more complex process. Hold on, I need to go call a priest. We need an exorcist in here. Is that what priests do? Or is that's an exorcist?
Yes,
I'm no expert.
There you are. So close, indeed. Then I am not entirely alone, just yet. Praise the merciful gods above.
You're never alone.
Oh, forgive me. I am Irina of Karim. I came to this land so that I might be a firekeeper. Your touch has freed me from the darkness. You are a champion, then?
Not that I know of.
I am weak and unfit to tend the flames. But if it would not trouble you, might I enter into your service instead?
If that means you sell me items that I can buy and then have and then keep and never use, yes.
Oh, thank you, sweet champion. I shall take my vows. I, Irina of Karim, solemnly swear to serve you.
That's the second time I've heard that today. Hopefully it'll ring true both times. Let's open on up. And now out here. If I was able to get over here and talk to this guy before talking to her, he would have something different to say. He'd say like, "You'll face death. Enough death to leave you broken. But if you don't care, then by all means go through that door," or whatever. Anyway, he'll have something new for us to say, or he'll have something new to say for us right now.
Another one of those unkindled, are you?
Never mind, he is saying what he usually says.
All you faceless undead. Behaving as if you deserve respect. Now you've gone and rescued the wench. How very quaint. Pitying creatures that are beyond help. Very well. I'm sick of looking after her at any rate. I'm Egon, a knight of Karim. I am allied to you for as long as you assure the girl's safety. And only for that long.
Every time I hear Egon now, all I can think of is, "Curse you, Bale!" Minus the voice crack.
What's the matter?
Yeah. You're allied to me as long as I don't kill Irina in cold blood for absolutely no reason. I mean, I might look like I have cold blood, but trust me, I have a very warm heart inside of me. They come from the embers, that's why they're so warm. I don't know. Anyway, okay, these two guys are patrolling around now. Oh god, I have to fight them both at the same time. Oh god, oh no, oh no. Well, at least I'm at an area I can easily access after if I die here, so, yeah. And I'm not far away. I did rest at the bonfire. Drink? I think I'll actually wait to go in the big tower until later. Probably next episode, honestly. Oh my god, these guys are still kind of nuts to fight, even with all the experience I've... Yeah, and especially when there's two of them. Whenever there's two enemies in Dark Souls, everything just gets so much harder. Okay, how about that? Fuck! How... You have a whole, like, backward attack. I hate it. And okay. Dodging away from enemies... This is not the best idea when they're, like, holding the weapon out really long like that. Okay. I might be able to live. I might be able to live. I just want one of them to kill. This one's dead. He didn't drop anything. You want to fall down there? Are you gonna fall down? Oh my god, is he stuck? No. Okay, I was gonna say. If he falls down there, that would have been hilarious. Okay, I saw him doing it this time. Because I was prepared for it mentally. Now I know they can do it. Good thing the tracking on those attacks is not very good. That could have been bad. Oh god. Oh god. This is so close. I don't want to do it. I'm scared. They've caught me like that before. Boom! Not this time! How much HP do I have? 43. 43 health. Take that, man. Couldn't land a single hit on me. Feels good. Watch this guy kill me. Watch this little guy kill me here. Here, let's give him a chance. Pow. Okay. Did run out of stamina, but it's fine. My statue looks very funny for some reason. My shadow, not statue. My statue, the hedgehog. I don't know what that means. Okay. There are two dogs around this corner, but I believe they're just guarding rubbish, so honestly, I'm gonna run away. I'm not going over there. Count me out. Okay, so we've seen everything along this path. Oh, there's a dog in there. Well, you know, one of the effects of equipping a Blessed Shield is actually that I believe your health will slowly increase if you're holding it. Okay, I heard footsteps. No. Yes, okay, so... Oh, it's very slow increase. Even slower than I expected. Yeah, every time the health bar's appearing there, it is being healed, technically. But yeah, that's a super slow increase. Still, though, Blessed Shields at least do that for you. As, unhelpful as it might be overall. Yeah, let's just homeward bone back to the bonfire. Might honestly want to go back to the shrine. But no, I want to go through this sewer segment, and I don't want to make too many backtracks to the shrine. Okay, let's unequip this. This is useless. I just wanted to give it a chance, you know? I wanted to show off its feature. Because it could genuinely help. Okay, I did get the partisan from here, right? Yes, I did. Alright, no need to kill those guys with the firebombs, so I'll just go back down here. Ah, you hear that sound? That's the evangelist. Oh, she sees me. Nice. Now there's a whole squadron of people over there. Their patrol routes are so weird. I think most of them end up falling in the pit half the time. Why are you running? What the hell? Why are you running? Oh, you sound like Santa. Ow. I'm sorry, I insulted your voice. I will never do so again. Your voice is actually really cool. I'm gonna die. Okay. I'm glad most of these enemies were gone when I was here the last time. No! Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Whoa, the dog, like, ran ahead of me. That was actually kind of cool. That was impressive from that dog. Got you. There's another dog. I forgot. I fuck. Oh, no. Interesting. Will I survive? Will I survive this? Can I live? I can kill these guys, that's for sure. Alright, come on. No. There we go. I think this whole thing goes to show that, like, no matter how good you get at any of these games, it is still entirely possible to die. You are never, ever far away from death in this game. This game or any other Souls game. Like, even the best players still die to regular things in gameplay, because that's just how these games are. Things do a lot of damage, and if you make a mistake, and you will be making mistakes, because you're human, making a single mistake can lead to, like, an instant death. In some cases. Usually not in Dark Souls 3, but in Elden Ring, yes. Okay, that's that. You didn't drop anything. Now I'm missing the convenient item particles from Elden Ring that show you when an enemy drops something. Like, it does a little poof as they die to indicate, or as you land the final hit to indicate that they're dropping something. That's so nice, and sadly Dark Souls 3 doesn't have that. They didn't think about it this early on. Okay. I remember what's in here. There's a bunch of rats, right? Yeah, it's a bunch of rats. This is the sewer we saw before. This is where the locked door is. That we need a key for, but we didn't need the key. And now we've done everything that there is down there, so we never actually need to open this door. That said, I think this sewer also goes somewhere else, and I don't think this somewhere else needs the same key. Yeah, okay. There should be something in there. I'm gonna soul arrow it. Whatever's in there, you're being blasted. Oh, hello! Yeah, I hit the small rat behind it, but yeah, this is a large rat. A rodent of very unusual size, if you That's not where I wanted to dodge! Oh my god. Sometimes the lock-on camera can screw you up like that. I have no idea how I avoided that, but sure, I'll take it. This is going super well. You know, how much does my club do? Because my club was still what I was using. Okay, yeah, a lot of things in the Undead Settlement are weaker, I think, to the longsword. Alright, we just got a new item here. The Bloodbite Ring increases bleed resistance. Not a lot of enemies deal bleed, but I'll put it on. No reason not to. Owie. Okay. Pow. Oh yeah, and I've been neglecting to mention these things, these soul items. So the souls down in your corner are dropped if you die, but since your inventory is unaffected, these are souls in inventory item form, and you can use them to get souls, basically, for your counter in the bottom right corner. And then, once they're down there, they can be dropped. So, if you drop a bunch of souls, but you really wanted to level up, you can use a bunch of those items to get a load of souls at once, so that you can do that. Open this up, and this is a shortcut Or, well, it would be a shortcut if we had discovered this bonfire beforehand, but we waited until now to this bonfire right here. And you know, I've got 5,000 souls. Let's head back to Firelink real quick. And while I'm here, I may as well talk to some of the people we've recruited to be in our service. Because why not, you know? The Black Hand Hat. The Black Hat Hand is what I would probably call it.
Welcome.
Call it by mistake, I mean. Sorry about that moment of silence. I was drinking water. It's very important. Are you guys drinking something? I'm not going to say water, because like everyone's like, oh, it's got to be water. Nah, you can drink whatever you feel like, but, you know, you should be drinking something. That's good. Good idea. I mean, you don't have to be doing it right this very second, despite what some YouTubers might make you think, but it's still a good idea to do from time to time. It's not always a necessity though. So I believe over here, if you drop down, this is one of the corner areas in this bottom level of the Firelink Shrine, the ground level, if you will. And here is Yoel of Londor.
Oh, our champion of Ash, welcome home. This pilgrim, with a debt in death, hardly deserves to behold this divine flame.
Which? Those candles? I skipped a dialogue, sorry.
And assure you of my leal service.
Ah, your leal service. Alright, we already have this. This is a bigger projectile. We don't have enough intelligence to cast it yet. This makes your weapon magical. I might take this if I had enough souls, which I don't. This makes your shield magical. Who gives a shit? So that's your sorceries. You really don't have a lot. I think if you talk to him,
I have said,
he's a sorcerer.
The magic of Londor is a far.
Ooh, Vinheim. I wonder what that place is. What you know is not very much.
I believe that I can help tease out your true strength.
Interesting.
Those branded by the dark sign possess something quite special.
Quite special indeed. Okay, draw out your strength then. Bearer of the dark sign, let your true strength shine. I'm sorry, shine. Sorry, I keep interrupting him, I know, but I don't care. Drawing out true strength is a free level up. So, no reason not to take it.
Be safe.
There's not another one available, but he might have another one available at a later point in time. We'll have to see. Oh, by the way, don't you have something you can do now?
Oh, hello, hand in one.
No. Oh, right, I can give this to you. Give Loretta's bone.
Heavens, she was already dead. Thank you. I'm not surprised, though. Almost a relief, really. You can keep the ring as, well, a little trinket of thanks, I suppose.
Thank you for that. That's very nice.
You can keep...
Yeah, that's all he says when you talk.
Bye.
It's the same things. Okay, before I go back into the world, I think I would like to upgrade my longsword here with this guy. Oh yeah, and I'd also like to reinforce my Estus Flask. Why not? There we go. We have 5 charges in the Health Flask now. Still won't need that many more for the Ashen Flask. We're not using a whole lot of spells yet. But, oh man, that's actually quite a decent increase. Longsword +1, so this costs 2 Titanite Shards, as well as 220 souls. Let's do it. I don't know if I'm going to do the same thing I did later on, where like, oh, let's reuse the club, so I'm probably not going to upgrade this. All of these, oh yeah, I haven't looked at these. That has a higher strength requirement than it does dex. It's higher strength than it does dex. Same, actually. Okay. They do have better scaling, but still, the spears could scale with dexterity, but I'm not entirely sure about that. Infuse a weapon. I gotta do that at some point. I've yet to infuse a weapon in Dark Souls 3, and I've literally never done it before, so I should do it at some point this playthrough, but just not now. Not now. I have more fun things to do. Okay, so actually, now that I've gotten the dilapidated bridge bonfire, there is a whole area before it that I could go to. Yeah, let's go back to that bonfire and go backwards. Because, you know, after Undead Settlement bonfire, there was the plaza that branched off into 2 different directions. Well, we went down one of the 2 directions. We have not gone down the other one yet. This is eventually where that other one leads to. I forgot about this. Yes. Okay, here's our first NPC invader. So, If you're playing this game online and you are embered, you can be invaded by online players. If you're offline, though, you can still be invaded anyway because there are a lot of NPCs that will also invade you randomly. And this guy's Holy Knight Hodrick. This is actually the same guy we were just talking to in that weird pit in the middle of nowhere, believe it or not. I guess he's mad we haven't joined his covenant or considered it. Sorry, buddy, I'm just not interested. By the way, what is my level? Oh, it's 17, right, I was gonna do that. The whole thing where I equip a covenant at every 15 levels. I should do that once this battle's done. All right, I have no idea how good this is gonna be, but good thing I upgraded my weapons. What are you doing to yourself? Okay, oh yes, he's used a pyromancy that I think is strengthening his attack power in exchange for damaging him over time. This is a different pyromancy that heals him if he's close to it. I actually know a little bit more about the various spells and attacks in this game, so I can actually get more information about them. Well, that's annoying. Well, that's annoying. And he even has Estus as well. That makes sense. That makes sense. Can that thing go away? At least it heals me too. Does it? Does it heal me too? I thought I saw that, like, lighting over me. Okay, please don't tell me the enemy is gonna butt in on this fight. That's what he did in my main channel playthrough. I would not like a repeat of that. I would actually like to defeat this guy this time, because I did not defeat him before. Okay. Oh, he might be able to parry me. I gotta watch out for that. He's not doing it, though. He can parry. Okay, good. Okay, I was worried that would one-shot me. Seriously, how long does that heal spell last? You know what, buddy? You're coming with me. You're coming with me. We're taking this over here, all right? All right? You gotta stop being healed. Okay? Okay. Fair enough. I'm gonna use some weapon arts of my own. He's using the same one. Dodging away is so bad. But okay, this bridge is actually a very, very bad place to stand. Ugh! Warmth finally went away. That's what that pyromancy was called, the healing one. There we go. I want to do that so that way you're closer to him so you can follow up easier. Oh, fuck you. That might kill me. It did not, thankfully. Okay, this guy is really hard. Like, really hard. A lot harder than the average Elden Ring NPC invader. Which I suppose works because in this game, you have to be embered to be invaded by an NPC. In Elden Ring, you can be invaded by an NPC no matter what. That's so annoying. I hate the insta-parries. I hate parrying in this game in general because I'm bad at it. Oh, guess who's joining in, huh? Guess who's joining the fight, huh? I hate this freaking enemy. I called him Nosy Joe in my main channel playthrough. Oh, he's going that way. Never mind. Okay, fine. Fine. He didn't kill me. Interesting choice. What if I do that? What if I do this? What if I just, what you gonna do? Oh, fuck you. Alright, never mind. I'm not actually gonna try to defeat him. Fuck him. We're moving on. I have better things to do with my life than fight him. This game's a lot more fun than fighting Holy Knight Hodrick. Let's get to the actually fun part. Ooh, there's a crystal lizard up there. I hope it doesn't notice me as I'm going for it, because I want to kill it and take its loot. And that's the whole idea behind crystal lizards. Yay! It did not notice me! Notice me, Horton. Put down the long sword. This is your next door neighbor calling. My god, my singing sucks. I kind of wish I was better at singing. Like, I'm sure there's some vocal range I could actually sound good singing in, but there's also no freaking way. I sound so shaky every time I do it. I can hit the notes, but like, I sound so shaky and terrible as I try to do it. Anyway, Evangelist up there, she's facing away because she's expecting us to be coming from that direction, which is normally how you approach this place. But in our playthrough, we did things differently. Oh, she dropped. Okay. I did want to fight her, so... Alright, there we go. Beautiful. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You do honestly sound like Santa Claus's wife. If he has one. If that's like canon. Is Santa Claus... Okay. This will show how much I know about religion. Is Santa Claus like a religious figure in the Bible or something? Or is he just like the symbol of Christmas? Oh, is she crying? That's too bad. If only I cared. You're still smiling the whole time, though. I mean, that's how these worlds are. In these worlds, you're either crying or you're cackling madly. No other way. Or you're dead. That too. Okay, I missed the jump. Let's hope I don't miss it too many more times because I'm not cutting them out. I'm not cutting these attempts out, so I better make it this time. Okay, well. Hi, how you doing? How you been enjoying this video and this Dark Souls 3 playthrough so far? Because I'm really enjoying it, just because it's, you know, it's me playing Dark Souls 3 casually on my own. Chatting along with it, and I think it's a whole lot of fun. There we go, made the jump this time. Whum. I do like the item sound in this game. The whum. I like how they make a different one every game too, even though they're making like the same, or they used to make, they seem to be making slightly different games now, but anyway, they used to be making like the same game over and over again, and yet they felt the need to make new sound effects for everything. Even though it wasn't entirely necessary, especially for Dark Souls 3, since it's in the Dark Souls series, you don't have to redo all the menu noises, you know? You take a page from Majora's Mask, reuse a lot of assets. And they kind of did in places. That said, I think this game was sort of rushed to release, and so were all the previous games, honestly. I mean, that's just the AAA gaming space. The freaking publishers want the games done, and the people try to put the effort in to make it, want all the time in the world to make it as good as possible, and they don't have that time, and so, yeah, they end up having to sort of rush it to get it at least somewhat looking like what they wanted it to in their heads, the developers. But yeah, Dark Souls 1 was a rushed game, Demon's Souls was a rushed game, this game feels kind of rushed in places, especially with the misalignments and visuals and assets and whatnot in this area in particular. And, you know, it came out extremely quickly after Bloodborne. Like, it was literally just 1 year after Bloodborne this came out. And Bloodborne was also a little rushed. Dark Souls 2 had a lot of other development issues as going on, even if it wasn't rushed. And even Elden Ring, even though that game had the longest development time by far out of any of the FromSoft games, at being like a few years. See, I told you this game feels rushed in spots. Look at this. Anyway, Elden Ring had a few years to come out, but there's still the fact that the 1.0 version on the disc of every physical release of the game is a very different version of the game compared to the version that actually released, showing that they may have like made a ton of changes throughout the entire game right before it came out, like literal months before it came out. They still had to finalize so many things. Those two are flying together even though they are separated. That's funny. But yeah, they still had to like revise so many things in one last stretch before the game came out in just a couple of months. So even Elden Ring was rushed in some ways. And I mean, you make a game that big, a few years isn't really gonna cut it for total time. That's right, you can actually lock onto these ones, because these ones are moving slightly, because they are actually enemies! Alright, their sounds are working this time. In my main channel playthrough, their sounds were bugged and weren't playing for some reason. They did play properly later, but still. These are just dudes in cages. They tend to hit you a lot. Oh, yes. Okay, these guys actually ambush you, but if you go straight ahead from the plaza with the first evangelist in the level, you'll actually see these two guys preparing for their ambush, and you can ambush them. And then they can ambush you right back, because that's how Dark Souls is. But yeah, they're there. These guys can also, I think, throw... Yes. Those, I believe, are dung pies. If you stay near them too long, you might be toxified? That meaning, like, you'll be poisoned. I'll go over more in detail on that when poison actually becomes a big old thing, because right now it's not. There was an enemy dealing bleed earlier before. It was an evangelist, right? Okay, here's another case where I can just... Okay, you can hit this with a sword pretty easily. Never mind. I was aiming for the one on the right. It hit the one in the middle. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, large soul of a deserted corpse. Cool. Another aspect that makes me question if this part was rushed. This door kind of has the wrong lighting, and so do these boxes. These boxes are brighter than they should be. Alright, this door can be opened from this side. Goody. I don't know why my camera inverts, but yes, you can see this is the opening area of the left. There is a body up there. Let's get that. I can use a bow now. Like, I can actually use it. That's cool. That's not what I meant. Yeah, that didn't work. What a surprise. Pow! What is that item? I want to know. I'm curious. I must know. Where did it go? Where'd it go? Kukri! I think those are stronger throwing knives. They might deal bleed or something. Cool. I'll consider their usage. What are all these? Body bags, I guess? They're all piled up over here. Yeah, we get it. Lots of people are dying in this world. Jeez. Don't need to keep showing us. Wow, look at all the bodies. Look at the corpses everywhere. We get it. People die here. People go to Lothric to die. And then they don't actually die a peaceful death, and so it sucks. Why are they coming to Lothric? I don't know. That's the game talking there. Ooh, hey, Estus Soup. This only appears a couple times throughout the game. 3 times in total, I think. And it's a full health refill, as far as I can tell, if you drink it. So, I'll take that. It also replenishes if you, oh my god, I've been meaning to equip a Covenant this whole time. Let's go. Way of Blue will be our first one. But yes, I just picked up a new one here. Anyway, yeah, it will respawn if you die, reset the area, go back to a bonfire, what have you. Speaking of going back to a bonfire, I think that's my current plan. 5 Fading Souls, I think one of the caged guys dropped. I believe I have scoured everything over here, so yeah, we've backtracked all the way back to the beginning. There's nothing more to see, so let's just head back to the bonfire. How many? Okay, I actually don't have that many souls at all, so I'll just keep going from the bonfire. Yeah, I need 2,000 souls to level up now, so 1,800 is not going to do it. There I go, saying 18,000. That's wrong. All right, sit here. Very cool. Wash myself off. The perfect way to clean yourself. Sit next to a fire, and the fire will take care of it for you. All right, let's go on ahead here. This is kind of the last stretch of the area, and probably will be the last stretch of the video as well. I don't know why my screen is changing the lighting all the time. What's happening? I always worry so much about my computer hardware failing because, like, this is the only computer like this I have. Without this computer, there's no way I can make videos. And I need to get another one, and I don't know how to do that. Actually, I do know how to do it. You go to the store and you spend money. And to get money, you know, get a job. Something that I have yet to do, admittedly. Alright. What's this about? Those crows looked incredibly low poly. Oof. Oof. This looks dangerous. Yep. Okay, so right here. The giant atop that tower is shooting towards this area. And he also shoots towards you. I think he's about... Yes, he's about to prepare some. And... Oh. That's actually really cool, watching that fly towards me. Oh, that was close. Okay, okay. There's more enemies here. I'm gonna let the giant shoot them, hopefully. Hopefully he shoots them. He aimed all of those at me, but hopefully his next set will be aimed at these enemies. There is a way to make the giant help you throughout this part, rather than shoot at you, antagonize you. Oh my god. Hang on, guys. Oh my god. That said, I have not done that yet, and I actually think I want to take on the challenge of going through here with him after me. With the arrows coming after me. Okay, come on, let's go. I picked up a whole new armor set just now. Let me drink this. Drink this again because I failed. I missed an item. And sadly, Dark Souls characters have no idea how to climb tiny ledges like this. Unless. No, okay. See, I have to circle all the way back around. Oh, fuck. So, that message there, we read it. Here I am not using my strategy again. At least that happened. I'm glad that happened. What this message will say is, arrows of a giant rain down beside the white birch. So anytime you see one of these, that seriously still hit me. Anytime you see one of these lighter trees that have young white branches surrounding them, that killed me, cool. The giant shoots there. Every single time the giant shoots at you, it's nearby one of these trees. It's just, that's the gist of it. I need to know what that item up there is. It might be like a spell or something. I must know. I simply must. You cannot stop me from knowing, giant, no matter how many times you kill me. Okay, right. Bap, bap, bap. Cool. Bap and Chicken. It's the name of a restaurant near where I live. And I just thought of it right now for some reason. Crap. Alright, fine. Be that way. Alright, there we go. So I think the first few shots the giant lays are scripted. Lazes, I don't know what that means. Like, he's scripted to kill these two. Right? Okay, he would have been if I hadn't alerted them. My bad. I thought I heard another one coming. Alright, let's go. Around the way. Okay, fair enough. At least I got my souls back. This is gonna be rough. Because I don't know when his arrows start chasing after you. I think there's that first one, and then he shoots more, and then they start chasing after you. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it works. Either way, I think I'm going to be doing a lot of running here, just because, you know, this is a bit of a chaotic area. I probably won't be defeating these guys, clearing them out. There are items to see over here, though, so it's kind of annoying. I'm doing it this way, but I'm doing it this way. I'm also kind of annoyed with you. Oh, you deal bleed as well. Oh, I was about to gesture at him. Oh my god, what were you doing? Oh my god, what am I doing? More like. Come on now, come on now, come on now. God, guy's got tanky health pools. But I'm not dealing very much damage at this point. I'm sure there's some way I could be dealing more damage right now if I actually leveled my stuff better, but I don't do that. We don't do that here. We don't level stuff here. Smartly, anyway. Alright, come on, shoot them. Thank you. Okay, the next one's for me. Ugh, oh my god. Down here is an undead bone shard. This is a very important item. Can't see what it does right now, but I'll explain later. Okay, now back up. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh my god, okay. Alright. This is going the best of any of these attempts. Get this. Mortician's Ashes. This is what you need for the key, I think. This unlocks the key in the Shrine Handmaid's shop. And now we get inside here. Now we have these three guys to fight. This is quite an intense area if you do this without the giant helping you. If the giant is helping you, though, it's much, much easier. It's kind of cool, though. You can, like, use the knowledge and, like, exploration of the world to get yourself through this area easier. I like this. I like that a lot. I wish these games did that more, honestly. That would be cool. Then again, I'd say that, but then, like, the half of the entire community would dismiss them as gimmicky. Nah, I'd rather just time B presses the whole game. I'd rather there be nothing else going on. And hey, I get it. Timing B presses the whole game is actually why I like this game. The combat is very simple. You dodge and then you attack, and that's about it, really. He doesn't shoot me over here, does he? Okay. I think I got all the items. Let's take a look at the armor we got. We got this, the Cleric's Blue Robe. Yeah, this is the set the Cleric class starts with. We also have the Worker Garb, and I have this. So, how does this look on me right now? Alright, that exists. I think for the sake of changing pace, I'm going to equip this. I'm going to equip the Cleric set at a different time. Let's see, do I have different gloves I can wear? Yeah, I've got worker gloves. I also have the cleric gloves. Yeah, we'll go with the worker gloves for now. I'm all covered in dirt and dark grayness. Because for some reason, that's what blood looks like when it's on you in this game. I don't get that. Okay, now, here we are. Sadly, these, the trousers do not come with shoes. Not every, legging set does. But it's okay. We've dealt with it before, we can deal with it again. Push you open very slow. Oh, man. That's a workout and a half, I gotta say. What do I know about workouts, man? I've done them like 2 times in my life. Hi there. I heard something about a curse-ridden tree. And it seems you are that. Or something like it, anyway. That big guy there, that guy's moving. Him's breathing. Him's got ornaments. He's the Christmas tree around here, I guess. What kind of presents does he give? Not very good ones, if I had to guess. It's a bunch of undead settlers, is what I like to call them, actually. I just remembered that. Underneath him, I do want to take these guys out, especially you. Eventually, though, killing too many of them will... Yes, it awakens the giant tree, and it's our next boss, the Curse-Rotted Greatwood. Ooh, I got a bonus Estus Flask from that, that's right. Even if you're in a boss arena, and a regular enemy dying, even if it's off-screen in an earlier area, can still give you Estus. It's very funny. Okay, so this boss is a lot less fast-paced than the previous ones, and personally, I like it. I actually really like this boss a lot. Oh my god. Wow, way to kill your own followers, you dingus. All right, what you're supposed to do is find these spots of like white mold, white pustules on its hands, legs, and areas, including its crotch, and hit them. And after one explodes, it'll deal a huge burst of damage. Okay, that is nothing. Yeah, there is some on its crotch right there. I might have to go for those eventually. But what I didn't know about this fight, even in my main channel playthrough, is that you can actually attack all the ones around its body before the second phase that we'll be getting to in a little bit. More of these Undead Settler guys will be spawning in over the course of the fight, and they're easily the most annoying part. Okay, I think there's some under the legs I can hit. It seems like the ones in the back are immune, and that's what was making me so confused. Or these ones can be immune too, I guess. Okay, yeah, I swear, you can hit more of these mold pustule things than just that one, but for some reason, they don't actually get hit. They don't take any damage, and I don't get it. At least he's killing his own minions for me. Can I reach that one? I can. Okay, cool. We can reach that one. I want to get a lot of damage in early because things get a little tougher later. I'll just say that much. Anything on its other hand? Okay, it's slamming down. Yeah, these ones are just completely invincible for some reason. There's a guy with a mallet, and okay. This thing does a lot of damage, but its attacks, as long as you're paying attention, shouldn't be too bad. I did die an embarrassingly high number of times to it on my main channel playthrough, so let's hope I do not repeat that this time. Okay, it's stomping. I'm going for the crotch now. Here we go, crotch time. Ooh! Okay, I got blown back, but not damaged. That's fine with me. What's it doing? Oh no! Had to happen. Good thing is, now that we've opened the door outside its arena, we can go to a different bonfire and make our way back. We don't have to go down this area again, thankfully. I can't believe I died to him, man. I was hoping I wouldn't die to him. Alright. My new goal. Don't die 4 times to him, because that's how many times I died on my main channel playthrough. We are not dying 4 times to this freaking boss again. It's not hard. We can do it. We can do it without dying a million times again. Come on. I mean, I make silly mistakes sometimes, but, I mean, that, in fairness to myself, that attack it was doing with the dripping on you, I don't know how you're supposed to avoid that. It seems ridiculously hard to avoid, to avoid consistently. Like, you just have to know that it's coming and then get out of the way when you recognize its tail. And I just didn't recognize its tail. Alright, we're getting the souls back right here, interestingly. Did I actually die that close to the fog wall? Not really sure. Anyway, gotta redo this. Let's hope I don't run into the same bug I ran into on my very first playthrough of the game, where it started attacking, but there was no music in the boss. It was just silence, and the boss did not progress to phase 2 properly. So that was interesting. Okay, now we're good. Good to go for another attempt. Or something. Okay, there we go. Alright, can I hit that spot on your leg there, sir? Can I just come up here, give you a little cleaning? There you go. By cleaning, I mean a little murdering. Because, frankly, you're a sorry sight. There's no saving you. Maybe I shouldn't be locking onto them all the time, especially when there's a boss in the room with me. Alright, hold on. Because I apparently suck at this fight, I need to be quiet and lock in. Got 2 hits on it. Let's go for the crotch now. One weird thing about this fight is whenever it splashes, it can leave like toxic puddles on the ground, and those toxic puddles can be hidden under the floor. Okay, you got damaged, or you got knocked back but not damaged as well. Yeah, they can be hidden under the floor and damage you from down there, and it's really stupid. Alright, oh yeah, like this. Can I soul arrow you? I wasn't talking about you, I was talking about the boss. No, you cannot soul arrow me! The boss minion. Yeah, see, there's a toxic pool here apparently, but I can't see it. You've got to be fucking kidding me. No way! Don't let this happen! Do not! It's happening again! It's because I just don't recognize the attacks in time, and then they come out of nowhere and smack me, and they do enough damage to kill me. That's it. There's also a skill issue. 100%. Totally is. I'm not denying that. But I'm also denying it at the same time. You know, fuck it, Ember. Fucking Ember. Okay, I need more maximum health. Got it. If it actually takes me, like, 5 tries to beat this thing again, I swear to God. I swear to God. Because, like, I played this game again later, and I got through this boss first try. It was nothing. Like, after my main channel playthrough, I mean. I got through it first try. It was nothing. It was not hard at all. Now here I am, struggling all over again. What the hell? Come on. Yeah, this is gonna be the biggest source of rage in this Dark Souls 3 playthrough, is me going, what? This shouldn't be killing me! When I die fairly against a boss that I should be better at. Alright, yeah. There we go, that's a swipe. I recognize that. I'm gonna kill all you jerks. I know that they're just gonna spawn in more, but... There's another one! For some reason, I thought that was me. I thought that guy was me. The settler that was attacking me. I hear another one. God, they're so annoying. Uh-oh. There we go. Aha! Thank you for killing them. You did me a great service, Sarash. This better be done dripping. This boss is absolutely disgusting, but I kind of like it for that. God, if that guy killed me, then that wouldn't be the boss killing me, and that's different, see? Oh no! What is it doing? I've never seen it do this before! What is this? Oh my god! Don't do that! Don't scare me like that! I thought it was about to kill me again! Okay, let me hit your... Oh no, hold on. First of all, I get dripped on the head by the thing, and then Big Man with Mallet comes in to save the day. By just destroying the evil Ashen One. Oh my god. Come on. I'm gonna drink this, because Lord knows I need it. Eventually, these should give way. I recognize that. I'm not getting caught by that again. You kind of need to look up at its model more than I have been doing. Oh, fuck. Not this again. No. Oh, God. No. 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 Dude. Stupid camera. Try to trip me up. Dude, it is so close to going into phase 2. We just need to let it happen. Come on. It just needs to actually happen. I'm so sick of killing these guys. Oh my god. It listened to my prayers. What the f... Okay, that's fine. Fine with me. Fine with me. Yes, stomp the ground, please. Oh my god. Do not be dripping more of those. For the love of God. Okay. Its crotch is now dead, and this begins phase 2. Let us win this. So the whole floor is destroyed, and we fall in a very familiar-looking area. This is the pit we got teleported to earlier with the cage. Where's the boss? There's the boss. Okay. Where's the bomb? 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 Stop. Stop. Please, no, 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 no. Do not have a follow-up. If you have to follow that up, I swear to fucking God. All right, I'm out of Estus, but I might be able to do this now. So I just have, now the rest of the areas to hit should be vulnerable. Can you stop? All right, I don't think those drop back here, do they? I don't think they do. No, he's doing this again, okay. We're gonna soul arrow these. Do they need to take a certain number of damage or a certain number of hits before they break? That's my question. He's currently trying to find me. I'm not letting it happen. Okay, he's doing this again. That is good. Is that another set right there? Or is that decoration? Looks like decoration, yeah. That's misleading. Some of those are real places to attack, and some aren't. Interesting. Okay. So you can't attack the hand now, but it's risky because the hand can also attack you, so I prefer to stay away from it as much as I can. No, 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 no. It doesn't want me to stay away from its hand. Okay, good, 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 good. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now, it can do certain moves to make other areas of itself vulnerable. I'm hoping it does that. That'd be very nice. See, it's got some on its elbow right there. Can you make those available for me? I just have to wait. I just have to be patient. I do like this music, though. It's insane, and that's why I love it. Okay, okay, okay. This is a good move. This unlocks some of the areas for stuff, assuming I don't get hit by it, and I didn't. Elbow! Elbow! Yes! Oh my God. Thank God I only died twice. Biggest achievement so far. Not dying 4 times again to Cursor out of Greatwood, which I really shouldn't be dying to because holy shit, it's not that hard. Well, that was that. No Ember restored message, unfortunately, because I already have an Ember, because I needed it. Hi. Wait. Aren't you Hodrick? You're dead. Why are you dead? I don't know, I don't get it. Well, that's interesting. Cool to know that we were under the boss arena that whole time while inside that chamber. Pretty cool. All right, anyway, we got 2 new items. Oh yeah, I should talk about this Undead Bone Shard. If you burn this at the Shrine Bonfire, it increases the amount of health drinking an Estus Flask gives you, so that's good. I probably should have done that before fighting the boss, in all honesty. Mortician's Ashes. A resident of Undead Settlement who made a living burying corpses. Give to the Shrine Handmaid to acquire new items. I don't remember this. Interesting. Anyway, we got this, the Transposing Kiln. We can give to Ludleth, Lord of Cinder, who I have not talked to yet. He is actually present in Firelink Shrine, but I haven't actually talked to him yet. So let me go do that and give him this, the Transposing Kiln. Transpose twisted souls to craft special items with their concentrated essence, deemed forbidden by those unable to make proper use of it. So basically, the big souls you get from bosses like this one, these can turn into items using the Transposing Kiln if you give it to Ludleth, so we'll be doing that back in Firelink in just a bit. Ever since its establishment, all manner of curses managed to seep into the Undead Settlement. The worst of them were sealed away inside a spirit tree, but eventually the curses took their soul. So this is why I think there's a lot of, like, tree people in the Undead Settlement, because they, that tree got cursed, they sealed it away inside the tree, but then the curse took its toil, meaning that it basically, like, re-cursed them via the tree. And that's why there were people with, like, the tree growths on their heads seen early in the area and whatnot. I think that's why that happens. That's what's happening here. It's a very strange way to word it, but, you know what I mean, I think. It boosts dexterity more, boost intelligence more, boost endurance more, sure. Go with that. Do want some souls left over in case I want to buy some items. I would like to give you the Umbral Ash. How may I be of service to you?
This ash, I only hope.
Oh, they will definitely will, except they won't because I don't need this anymore. But I guess I'll take this. Oh, it's called the Grave Key, not the Sewer Key. Very sorry. All right, that also unlocks, ooh, Pine Resins. Another set of Embers. I think this is new as well. The Alluring Skulls are also new. Oh, there's also 3 Human Pine Resins unlocked. Is this new? It's hard to tell what's new in this shop and what isn't. Maybe next time I'm about to give an Umbral Ash, I should take a look at her shop to see, what it has before I give the ash, then give her the ash, open it up again, and see what's new.
Ashen one.
That'd probably be the best way to discover. Okay, so I don't think I need Andre for anything, because I already gave him the Estus shard, so let's go burn the Undead Bone shard. Then let's talk to the new faces, before I forget. Burn Undead Bone shard, here we go. That's what that option was for. The mystery has been solved. The bonfire is now at level 2, and something cool that I'm gonna look out for as the game goes, the higher the bonfire level in here is, the more Undead Bone shards you burn, the brighter the bonfire gets. It's like the fire grows around it. It's really cool, and I didn't notice it for a long time. So these thrones up here, these belong to the Lords of Cinder. We heard the intro mention St. Aldrich of the Deep. In this one is Ludleth the Exiled, and he is also a Lord of Cinder. So let's talk to him finally.
All that unkindled, and a seeker of lords. I am Ludleth of Corland. Look not in bewilderment as I say. I linked the fire long ago, becoming the Lord of Cinder. If substantiation be thy want, set thine eyes upon my charred course. This sad cadaver, no need to be coy. Have a closer look.
I don't know what course means, just body. I could talk to him.
Listen, this might pique thine interest. Before I was a Lord of Cinder, I was a student of transposition.
Perfect.
The process of extracting and coalescing the essence of a soul.
So you'll do it for me, right?
Forbidden art that once left a foul stain upon Corland's honor.
I see.
'Tis an art that grants powers once thought unattainable.
So you're exiled for that reason, because you were doing it.
With Corland, but this place is a crossing for all manner of cursed objects. If thou happenst upon
And I have, so I'll give it.
Oh, belike it is a transposing kiln in thy possession. Seen better days, but
Methinks.
methinks it shall suffice. Now,
I've got it.
transposition
Yeah,
in
yeah,
transmitting
yep.
thy purpose.
Yes. Let's do it. I have no questions about it. Okay, this is Rotted Greatwood. Okay, this is a ring. I kind of want to try using this ring, because now that I used its equivalent in Elden Ring, I wonder if I was actually wrong about it being weak in this game. So I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna try it out. I mean, I have a ring slot open, so yeah, I'm gonna try it out on something. Then there's these two. So this has good dex scaling. I think, though... No, okay. Okay, I might actually want to check this out then. It needs 14 strength, 18 dexterity. So... yeah, sure, it's like physical damage. Its scale isn't anything that special, but it scales a lot with dex, so, you know, that's good. So does this, though. And this one, it has 1 point higher of a dex requirement, and dex is going to be what I'm leveling mostly. There's going to be a different greatsword I use later on, so actually, yeah, I'll go with this. And I think this one, defeating foes restores HP. Yeah, it has that little special effect. Now, if I talk to you again, you should have something else to say?
Knowest thou of
Yes.
our purpose? 5 thrones will take 5 lords as kindling for the linking of the fire. The fast-fading flame must be linked to preserve this world.
That explains what you're doing.
A reenactment of the first linking of the fire. So it is, I became a Lord of Cinder. I may be but small, but I will die a Colossus.
True that. So, basically, this world is currently being sustained by the strength of the first flame, whatever that is. I'll explain more about the story later, but our objective is to link the first flame, aka rekindle the first flame. I don't know why it's called linking, but maybe that's just, you know, pro-fire talk. I don't know. Is that a thing? You link a flame or something. Anyway, that is our objective. We want to rekindle the first flame to preserve the world. As it is currently fading, and if it fades too far, this world will disappear. So yeah.
Oh, Champion of Ash. Welcome back. I was not meant to be a firekeeper, but I am honored to serve you beside the bonfire. The gods are ever merciful. My gratitude lies with them, and with you, I am yours now. Your wish is my command.
She's not meant to be our firekeeper, so I guess she tried to become one while she was gone, and then decided not to, or whatever. Anyway, she has a bunch of miracles for sale. Probably won't be using these, but I'll keep them in mind for later, and I might buy one or two just so I have them. I like collecting all the items in this game, you know? I have 2 souls. Oh, you also have this, allows attunement of additional spells. This is a good thing, and I should have used it in my main channel playthrough, and I never did. So, 1 second.
Have a pleasant, I pray.
1 second. Just gonna... Does this give me 300 souls? If it doesn't... Okay, it gives me way more than 300 souls. I'm gonna buy that ring straight away. Yes, let's do it.
You know, in my home of Karim, I was a nun. I would be pleased to share the tales of miracles with you. Although, to be honest, I only know a few. But if I had a divine tome, I could tell you many tales and more. Oh, only I cannot see. Terribly sorry. But you'll have to find me a divine tome in Braille.
I'm sure I could do that, maybe. Like that one guy said, all sorts of items end up crossing in these lands sometimes. I do like the detail that she isn't looking at you when she talks to you because she is blind. Alright, now back this way. I think there's one more. Oh, right, you two. Right. We've unlocked so many people. I don't want to spend too much time here, but I suppose, it isn't the biggest problem. Grey Rat over here.
Heavens, she was already dead.
Still kind of grieving, and now we've copied the gesture so we can do it for ourselves. I guess this guy's the last guy we can talk to, and then we can end the video.
Ah, there you are, unkindled one. I wish to express my gratitude for trusting a lowly pyromancer and allowing me to gaze upon this majestic flame.
Again, what flame? What, the fire in the center? That's majestic?
Art pyromancies to you.
What about the candles? They look so much better.
You need a flame of your own.
Oh yeah, pyromancies, yeah. So, if you talk to Cornix, he will give you a free pyromancy flame if you don't already have one, if you didn't start as the pyromancer class. If you are the pyromancer class, you will already have one of these.
Careful you don't burn yourself with it.
Indeed. Alright, so you can actually upgrade the pyromancy flame with him. All your weapons and staves and stuff can be upgraded with Titanite shards. That's what that's about. I don't have enough money for these, but these are pyromancies, and I'll be sure to buy these later. I think for now I'll keep focusing on sorceries. I want to get more into that, but we have not unlocked the true sorcery merchant yet, so we'll have to look out for that another time. Purchase item. Yes, he has the pyromancer's armor set. Again, I'll be back for this later. I guess I could buy the crown for right now so I can have something on my head.
To learn pyromancies, I know...
Okay, yeah. I'm a student of yours.
And pyromance...
Indeed, cool.
Do not be gone for long. What is...
What is a teacher without a pupil? Herobrine. Actually, no. Without a pupil, you'd probably still have an iris. There is actually one more new face in here. You can see up there, standing by that large throne. There is someone there. But I'll save talking to them for next time, because I think I've done enough talking so far. Wow. I did not notice how exposed my feet are. Well, anyway, no need to worry about that. What am I going to say? Right, I'm ending the video. Next time on Dark Souls 3, I think I might start by looking a little bit around Firelink Shrine, like talking to that guy. There's a bunch of little stuff I can take care of before I enter this next area, as this next area is not very long. And this is exactly what I did in my main channel playthrough, so yeah, why not do it again, right? I am out of souls, right? Let me just... Yeah, okay. I still have 2 souls. Alright, anyway. Next time on Dark Souls 3, we'll be doing that. Thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.